hungry. I don't know what to do.
It's Hunger Man, your worst nightmare. Let's go to the kitchen.
So, Hunger Man, what are we making today?
We're making today an easy glizzy. First, you get the glizzy.
Okay.
Alright, once you get the glizzy, all nice, you gotta get a paper towel.
Paper towel.
Absolutely very important. Don't forget the paper towel. Then you wrap it long ways. Alright? So you take it, roll it up. All nice like, you see? Then you wet it a little. Then you slam it inside the microwave. That's it.
That's it?
That's it. And then 1 minute. Alright, next step, you get your plate already there. Then we're gonna get the glizzy. Very important, very important. Make sure to unroll it, alright? Don't eat it with the paper. Don't do that, okay? Then we got the bread. We put the thing inside. That's it, it's done.
Thanks, Hunger Man.
Stop! Don't eat that! Hunger Man!
What am I gonna eat, Super Chef?
I'll be right back. No more easy glizzies. We're making Haitian spaghetti.
Yay!
To make Haitian spaghetti, we need the spaghetti, of course, some green onions, thyme, bell pepper, ginger, parsley. Traditionally, you would need habanero peppers. However, there is a lack of them, so we're using jalapenos for the spice. Then we have garlic, tomato paste, onion, and lastly, the hot dogs. Let's get started. We're gonna need a cutting board, a knife, and a spoon. First, let's start with our bell pepper. So let's cut off the head and cut it into sections and take out these white parts just because they're a little bit bitter. Now that our bell peppers are cut, let's take maybe 2 green onions. And we're just gonna cut off the tips in this part and just cut them in half like this. And that's all we need. Next, we can start off on our jalapenos. Okay, we're gonna cut them in half. And cut them like this. If you don't like it really spicy, you could take out the seeds, but if you do like more spice, keep the seeds. Now we're gonna take a piece of ginger. We don't need this big piece, maybe just an inch like this. So a trick to peel your ginger, if you use a spoon, it makes it a lot easier than using a knife. And there you have it. Okay, now take your onion, move it in, cut it in half, put it to the side. Okay, now let's get started with our garlic. So your a piece needs a lot of garlic. So we can start with maybe 5 cloves. Let's add this one since it's small. But you can add as little or as much as you like. If you give it a little snap, the skin comes right off. Like this. And then we can just cut off the ends. Put it in our bowl. Okay, we're gonna start off by blending this first so that we can make room for everything else. This is what else we're gonna need. Olive oil.
Super Chef, how much olive oil do I need?
A couple of tablespoons, but you want to start off little and add more as you go. Then you need some salt. Some black pepper. And lastly, we're going to put some all-purpose avocado. Okay. Let's blend this up first. Since the blender is a little small, we're going to do a little bit at a time. Let's get blending. Okay, so now that we have gotten a little smooth, let's add the rest of our ingredients. So let's cut up a little bit of this parsley and add it in here. And then let's get some sprigs of thyme. So to get your thyme out, you want to pinch your thyme together and just pull it off the stem like this. Okay, now we have our épis for spaghetti. Okay, so let me show you guys how I like to cut my hot dogs when I'm making Haitian spaghetti. So we're gonna cut our hot dogs a little slanted like this at an angle. And then they're like nice, long and thin. So when we fry them later, they're gonna be nice and crispy. Okay, so I'm gonna do that with the rest of our hot dogs. And now we can add our cut hot dogs.
So, Super Chef, what are some fun facts about Haitian spaghetti?
So Haitian spaghetti is a great representation of the Haitian culture, representing a lot of adversity and resilience. So this dish is a very common street food. People often eat it for breakfast, and it uses a lot of staple, low-budget ingredients that's great during economic hardships, and it's a great comforting meal for the entire family to enjoy.
Wow, thank you, Super Chef.
Anytime. Okay, so we're gonna save some of our pasta water off to the side, and now let's go strain our pasta. Okay, our hot dogs look nice and crispy, so we're just gonna put them off to the side while we get started on our sauce. So we're gonna put just another couple of tablespoons of olive oil. And we have our beautiful épis that we made earlier. Let's give that a quick little mix. And put a couple of spoons of that in there. Okay, let's mix it a little bit just so it can fry up. And let it get some color. Should be looking a little something like this. Let's give that 30 more seconds. We're gonna add a couple of tablespoons of tomato paste that also needs to fry with it. Okay. Just gonna mix that around. And we want our tomato paste to fry a little bit and caramelize so that raw tomato taste cooks out a little bit. So now we're gonna add some of our pasta water, just a half of it for now. Okay, let's just add the rest of this and let this cook through. Okay, we're just gonna let that cook a little bit longer and then we can add our spaghetti. Okay, so now we're gonna add our pasta. Okay, now that our noodles are nice and mixed, let's add in our hot dogs. Since it's a street food, you get the option of how you would plate or the toppings that you would like on your spaghetti. So I'm going to show you just a few of the traditional toppings that you would usually have in your Haitian spaghetti. So you could put some ketchup on it, like this. Okay. And you can also add some mayonnaise. But remember, it's everything that you want to add to it. Everybody has their own preference. Okay, we're just gonna put a little bit of the mayonnaise on it like this. And then some hot sauce. Okay, let's just add a little bit. There we go. Okay, here you go.
Thank you, Super Chef. This looks amazing, but I see you made 2 plates.
What's that? Can I have some?
Yes, sir.
Of course.
Oh, let's go. Let's go.
Bon appetit. Amazing, Super Chef.
So guys, how was that?
Best food ever.
So, do you guys feel confident about Haitian spaghetti now?
Definitely.
Love it.
Hungry man, hunger is no more.
That is great to hear. And next time, always remember, don't need to fear, Super Chef is here.